death ball. This is a crazy death ball team. And it's going to depend a lot on, can LYON get their pressure points on these lanes, mid and bottom specifically. I want to see how Inspired controls the jungle to be able to affect the mid and the bottom lane.
Hope is also medium. I predicted 5-0 in anticipation of any bugs or potential remakes, but at the same time, you know, there was one day, it was HLE versus BLG, or HLE versus G2, it looked bad. There's one day that was really good.
Or at the very least, clear this vision.
On's trying to backstep. Gets away from the wind, becomes lightning. Root does not hit.
He did use his barrier there.
Hansama, no arrow. They're immediately just going to follow instantaneous crescent guard. The ulti comes in from LeBron. It's just a little bit short. LYON, clean, effortless dive. Follow-up ulti coming in from Berserker.
LYON, you go for grubs, we go for cross-map play. Now Dokla's under attack, though. He should know his weak side.
Wall coming in behind. No way to escape, no slice and dice, but still chasing down Broken Blade. Broken Blade has to be careful here. Dokla hoping he can flash out to safety, gets him a little bit closer, but Broken Blade takes him down.
Back up these small advantages as Skumon is on the way. Dokla has flash and R.
Wall is there, only gonna get
nice
the
stun.
slice.
He's trying to
have the dice, now has to turn back with the dominance, hoping to find Broken Blade. Immediate TP in, TP response coming in from G2, but Dokla just gonna back away. We're set up for a 5v5 on the top side of the map. It's only 1-1, 15 minutes in. Will we finally see a fight? As G2 are a bit split. LYON have all 5 members together. Caps flash away from Inspired. Inspired locked up, but it's Broken Blade isolated. Forced to flash as well. Ulti again from LeBron. Only gonna hit one. Immediate Mikhail's going in. LeBron now in the midst of the entire team. They get a decent combo on the side of G2, but it's that Skumon now caught in Saint who steals away the Cataclysm. Takes the double. He's just using G2's ultis better.
that soul on Ezreal Karma is insane.
They're going. Ash arrow. It
Still gonna get
connects.
connect. Skumon hit, initial knock up there, stun, CC follow. Finally, LeBron gets a good ult, but it doesn't matter because his jungler is already dead.
Walking straight up, so Dokla has to hold the flank.
Oh man, he's got a good flank though.
Battle Herald.
Oh, especially with Skumon running away.
Where's it going to go? Saint ready to come over the wall. Dokla ready to go from behind. The Seraphine being pinged out already. He's just taking it for a lap, baby. Lap 2, perhaps, the engage? Nope, gonna crash into the wall. Wall set up, though. Crystallize a lot of ranks there already, but they spot Dokla on the side. They're trying to isolate him out of the fight instantaneously. Fighting back into the choke point on LYON's side of the river. Hard flash from LeBron. Doesn't look like it's going to matter. Inspired living for far too long, but Skumon manages to peel off Dokla. 4v4, support down for top laner. Broken Blade stepping up. The flip going in favor of Skumon. Saint burning down. Just barely able to escape the defiance from Isles, keeping him standing. Berserker on the front lines, but Cap's the one to walk forward. The Orianna that they gave him, delivering kills for G2.
Absolutely clutch team fight by G2.
From LYON.
And we had talked about Knight being undefeated on Orianna. Caps as well with a good record on Orianna right there.
Well, they did get his egg.
Broken Blade. Egg already gone.
Yeah.
They're looking for a full breakfast here on the top side. Down goes the bird. Little fried chicken for LYON. Does now grab it. Cap solo zoning Dokla. The Baron is very, very slow.
Yeah, they can't do
Berserker's
this.
health bar is also just getting chipped away. So G2 buying a lot of time very well, not overplaying into their hands as now Dokla's been caught out. Dominus on the side. LYON looking for a bit of re-engage onto Skumon, hoping to split this fight. Instantaneous engage from Saint, but now LeBron multi-man ultimate. Hansama already dead, but it might not matter because the ball is there. Just in time, pass to Skumon. But LYON, they don't hesitate. Isles on the chase for Skumon. We've highlighted it so well. If you have to fight into this G2 composition, you see why this is a nightmare. Inspired, forced to pull the trigger, recognizing he has to go now. Ulti, isolating Broken Blade, locked up by the Cataclysm, and it's a flank from Saint. Flashed away from the arrow, though. It's Hansama and Caps retreating, pulling away. Dokla into their back line, though. He's gone. The attack, the follow-up is there. Caps isolated and alone, hoping to find the command attack, but he times it wrong. He doesn't have the space, so Saint survives. And in the meantime, Berserker is dishing out damage. G2 on the ropes. 3 members still standing, though. It's an extended fight. St. Lo has access to the healing, but he has to go in to get it, so instead, opting to recall. LYON are first to the play. Caps walking in, but he's exposing himself to vulnerability. Immediate control ward to spot out Isles, trying to keep their ready for
They're gonna flip it.
The ult coming in from Saint, but there's no follow-up. He's gonna try to solo make the play happen. Skumon isolated in the pit, forced to get out. They just want the soul. Instantaneous turn. They have to get it. LYON can take the fight. They most certainly get the soul. And now they just send the bar G2. The Lions tearing them to pieces.
Saint Silas is crazy with it!
4,000 gold advantage on top of the soul as G2 are forced back here. Shockwave onto Dokla, hoping to get a pick, but instead they're kicking off a fight. Caps isolated, ulti from LeBron, good, but an immediate cleanse comes out from Berserker. Dokla still able to walk away. Wind's becoming light, and Skumon's in trouble. Just barely able to walk that one off. No true shot barrage there, but now it's LeBron getting sacrificed to the Lambs. LYON going for the throat. finding that single kill, still have pressure in the bottom lane. Broken Blade trying again to make the difference. TP into the bottom lane as well, but it's going to cost them the inhibitor just to go for this play. Saint looking to find a way out. Healing there, extra 400. Caps forced to flash back. Saint, 2.5 seconds. Gets space for his team to get out in the other play. Wants to go in. Nice sidestep from Caps. Means 1,000 gold shutdown.
And I think it's very unlikely we get to a flip situation. Who can fight whom?
Gage on Berserker. Shift backwards. True shot barrage across the team. Ball hoping to match flanker. Saint instantly from behind. Shockwave to pull in two. Continuing to dash forward. Dismantling the back line of G2. And it's Big Dokes leading the charge. G2 wanted to contest the Elder. And now they're getting knocked out of the game.
Again!
We thought they might have doubted it, but he dismantled it. LYON better in the fights, better in the early game. G2 sent reeling in game one as LYON strike the first blow in this best of 5 for the LCS and North America.
And all business for LYON after game one. That is a calm, cool, and collected team here to try and take care of business.
Into the back line.
Yeah, I mean, Dokla positioning really well, and I have to say, Berserker popping off as far as the damage is concerned, and Isles, people always like to meme on Karma, all you're doing is shielding. This guy was positioning so far
in the
forward.
team fights.
And we have some flexibility here from the LYON team comp overall. Varus
There it is.
can be powerful in the late game, Victor that power, but still a lot of playmaking. Now, the Yasuo, if it is locked in, a strong lane matchup, and we've seen BB did dominate Doran, but of all of the potential counter picks, Yasuo is a very sharp champion. He does some things really well and some things really poorly, so if anything goes wrong in this top side, you're stuck with the Yasuo on the top lane once again. Of course, Renekton wasn't a counter pick, or it was kind of the counter pick, but it was just supposed to survive. This time around, it's more of the hard counter, the Yasuo that comes out against the Gnar. But if Dokka can survive once more, doing something that Doran could not, a lot of best of ones, but in the best of 5s, Inspired has the edge, courtesy of that 3-0 that we saw at MSI last year. And now Isles getting things kicked off, extending the trade just a little bit. It's common for Berserker, so we know we will be seeing a bit more poke. Skewmon on the way in, Aegis Assault for movement speed, looking to lock up Berserker. Berserker no cleanse, importantly. Isles trying to stop anything else from going down, but a flash isn't even going to save him. First blood for G2 Esports.
Beautiful gank for G2 for Skewmon with perfect information. They knew Inspired was up on the top side, counter jungling, so they had, wait a second,
Re-engage on Isles. TP back in, they're hoping to get a bit more.
That's a slow TP.
Empowered Spear is going to be there. That's a very slow TP, but now Inspired's hoping to find the double. Berserker on the way, and they'll at least get one. Flash out from Skewmon. Minefield to slow them down. If Skewmon gets out, it's still a good trade, but if he doesn't, they're in trouble. Hanzama body blocking the Q, going in. Skewmon getting lower. The Aegis Assault up in the nick of time, just barely makes it out.
Supports hovering on their brush because they know the junglers could have a huge influence, but they've got vision.
Slow one. Inspired is here, but it's a tough start.
Q3 ready to go. He's in the Mega still, though. Inspired on the way up. Skewmon, though, such a low health bar.
Whoa!
And this means LYON are taking the fight. Level 6 for Broken Blade. Hoping to get something back. Stacking the Q3 up. Needs to lock up Dokla. He flashed backwards. Broken Blade is nasty with it. Are you kidding me? Dokla, though, wants to turn it back. Has the advantage. Broken Blade running for his life. He just can't dance around those autos. And it's Dokla who strikes back.
Gets the,
we're not done. Another Keyblade there. The wallop is there, though. Dokla didn't use ult in the previous fight. Broken Blade's getting dunked on. Once again, he has been broken.
Where is this Pantheon ult gonna go? Everybody still has flashes basically on LYON, save for their support, of course, and mid lane is the battlefield.
Hold that thought. I'm watching the replay. There's two fights happening at the same time. We can see the 1v1, but Lebrov now with backup from his jungler wants to make this happen. Nice flashback coming from Saint. Excellent mechanics from Inspired. Gets Lebrov low. Isles also on the way in, and now it's G2 on the retreat. TP coming in. Dokla on the side. All 5 of LYON have arrived to the play, and G2 forced to run back to their own jungle. Nowhere left to go. It's the Varus out of nowhere with the steel chain.
See that Lebrov is right up there looking for a fight.
Dokla about to go Mega. Isles in the area, though. Inspired is also on the way. It's a disaster for G2. Everybody from LYON is once again right where they need to be.
Prove itself so far in this G2 series.
That trust really paying off, because remember, it was difficult for these laners at a lot of the earlier stages of this tournament, a lot of those early best of 5s, but now they're sitting pretty incredibly comfortable in this game, too.
True level
Sonic Wave
advantage.
going to contest. Q3 ready to go for Broken Blade. Not going to get the angle. He's dizzy. He can do nothing. Big Dokes dunks him down once again. I'm happy to potentially expose G2 to risk by forcing them to come up and respond to these waves. You see Isles already on the way down. If they can chip away at a few of those key cooldowns from G2, leverage some of the advantage they have to take a bit more space as they're doing now. Zenith Blade ready to go. Q flash forward. Inspired looking for a bit of setup. Broken Blade has to flash over the wall. Lebrov not able to do anything. It's the R flash from Inspired. Again, the mechanics are too damn clean.
That's the last of your outer defenses now down for G2. Good smite.
Oh, good smite. Try and turn
Locked
it.
up.
It's
Hook
huge.
back under the tower.
It's huge.
Lockup is there. Double knockup coming in from LeBron's ulti. Zenith Blade is there. The Solar Flare does a bit of work, but now it's Doku's locked up, about to turn mini. Caps on the chase. G2 know this is their window to try to force a greater advantage. Broken Blade on the side, but there's no one there to alley-oop it, but if he can hit those abilities or not. Pantheon coming down under Berserker. Immediate Ghost Blade to take him away. Saint now following. They're looking for a disengage, but Isles is recommitted to the fight. The Miasma there to stop him getting out. Broken Blade up on the side, trying to make the difference. Wind Wall to stop any potential follow-up. Now able to retreat as well. An excellent pick for G2. Down goes Isles. The tension continues to grow as neither team feels like they're in a good spot to force the Baron, but now Pantheon heading bot lane. Dokla running for his life. Inspired just reset. A tiny window now for G2 as the Mega Inferno Bomb is laid down on top. Dokla running for his life. Miasma there. Now wants to turn it with the Mega Gnar. Hits the wall up onto one. Hoping to find the Gnar, but only connects onto two. And down goes Dokla. G2 hiding in the dark. You can see LYON don't have the best vision set up. You highlighted it well. The Cassio tearing through the Baron, but Inspired. Can he take the 50-50? Will G2 take the risk? More importantly, Berserker ulti connecting onto Lebrov. The follow-up not quite going to connect on Hansama. Lebrov getting lower. Sonic Wave connecting. Resonating Strike on the way in. The flash. They spotted Saint. The instantaneous Zanya's the Seeker keeping him standing. Hansama's blinking health bar being zoned away now. Inspired looking for the follow. Ready to ward hop over the wall. Ready to turn it back. But Hansama still lives for an extra moment. Burning down Isles. Not quite able to finish it. A disaster of a satchel charge. Turns into two for LYON. Skewmon and Caps. The last one's left standing, but this fight, it's all LYON!
With his Zonias.
LYON looking to finish it here. Don't want to give any more time to G2 Esports. G2 might have taken down the back-to-back world champions, but they're on the cusp of losing back-to-back games against the best in the LCS.
We've already seen on a reverse sweep here.
It's the team tracking and making sure, and this is consistent from his previous Gnar performance as well, where I also thought they used his Rage Bar really well.
Also, shout out to Inspired in so many of these clips. This man was everywhere supporting
Rob
Doug.
looked fantastic on the slew the last time we saw it.
Yorick would be an angle if he wants to. Dokla has played Yorick in the past. The Olaf hover is... It's just in. It's Olaf.
Olaf does so well into all this CC. The Lulu polymorph don't care.
Looking for the clean sweep against the G2 who just took down T1.
And if I think about the way that G2 could win this game, it would be Caps getting mid-prio over Saint with the rage advantage, but more...
Just now going to take over to level 2. They're going to notice it, but it might be too late. Q flash goes completely wide. LeBron still has access to the flash. They're trying to finish him out. First blood is there.
They have mid lane move. They're actually going to full send bot again.
That's the portal. Lebrov and Hans are going to be in trouble again. Lebrov still has flash from the previous play, as does Hans. He's going to be forced to burn it now, and the damage is still coming in, and it's going to be enough. Isles taking the kill as Inspired flashes forward.
The point that we were making about Inspired's early jungle power on the Trundle over the Wukong. Wait.
Journey coming through, heal for additional movement speed, locking up Hansama, ulti onto him as well. Skewmon on the way in, wants to start spinning, has to body block the shot, and crucially does so. The play stops. Skewmon continuing to walk up. Realm Warp on the way in, means Saint on the way too. That's going to be a kill back for Skewmon, but he might just trade his life. Wants to take down Inspired, but does not have the damage. Berserker to finish it. Saint hungry for more.
They had Dokla walk down there. It's over vision. He lands the axe.
He's going to run at Caps. Slowed him down. Caps has the flash, but I don't think there's really anywhere for him to go. Flashing finally away, but Saint over the wall as well. Locked up. The tower shot will not get them one in return.
And win those skirmishes.
They're all on board with the mat movements. I mean, they send 4 people bottom to shift, and then Isles and Berserker.
Magical Journey. The Cosmic Binding connects. Oh, this is devastating. The trap there as well. This man can't move. Running back into the tower of LYON just to hit a plate, just to take time to contemplate what went wrong. He's as good as dead, but he's running for his life. He wants to go out on his terms. Broken Blade falls.
Yeah, Isles on the way to defend as well, making sure they keep vision on Skewmon.
Lockdown onto Skewmon connects. Forced to move out with the playful Trickster, and there's the ulti right when they need it. Skewmon gonna have to start spinning if he wants to get away from this one, trying to backstep the Q! Isles clutch in the moment, living for an extra second before Inspired bites down, takes a chunk out of the G2 jungler. The ace in the hole. Saint on the way. Lebrov moving in a different direction just because he knows he's a dead man walking. A beautiful play for LYON and for Isles. G2 playing for mid prio. They've already lost bot prio. So trying to take control of mid before they start to phase check. Ultimate gonna connect on Lebrov. Inspired moving in, a nice pillar to isolate Cap. Dokla, instantaneous flash over the wall. Ragnarok through the back line. They can't quite pass the DPS check, and he manages to make it out. Saint in pursuit, as is Inspired.
They end up with a 1-for-1 Dracos. The dragon taken beforehand for LYON.
It's a good spot to be in. Realm up to the top side. They're
No
not
flash
satisfied
now.
with a 1-for-1. Caps now in trouble. Tries to get away. The magical journey is there. Wants to get some damage down before he drops. G2 now feel like they have to make this play happen. Skewmon thinks better of it. Starts to back away, but it might be too late. LYON pushing in this top wave. Poised to take down the tier 2 tower.
Probably just the kill onto Caps. LYON does have 5 people here, but they've used most of their crucial cooldowns. I wonder if they think about the Baron here.
They have Ragnarok. They have Tempered Fate. Caitlyn is strong. It still might feel like too tall of a task, but if Lebrov gets caught, it certainly won't. Lockdown is there. Doka ready to go to the back line. He's got the Ragnarok ready to go, and he's starting to run back to the remaining members of G2. Skewmon down. Such a good position for LYON to be in. Only need Inspired to focus the Drake. The rest of them can fight for space around the Baron, and now it's Lebrov who's instantaneously forced to flash, but now he's got nothing for the Tempered Fate. G2 gonna do what they can to try to peel him away, but Berserker is so damn strong! Skewmon ready to move in. Cyclone there. Can he win the 50-50? LYON aren't going to give him the angle. Backing off at 3K. LYON holding the Baron. Isles getting lower. Berserker waiting over the wall, ready to go. A step forward, chunking out Caps. Caps is about to die. Berserker solo killing Caps. A little support from Isles. LYON determined to take the objective. Dokla ready to fight. Berserker, Hansama wants to make the difference. This might not be enough. Lockdown on the Broken Blade. Berserker sent to take over, sending G2 to Valhalla. LYON get the Baron, and then get the fight.
This series short.
The trust that they have in each other to play that sequence out, and they land another Bartle.
Their fate tempered, but all they can hope for is another 2.5 seconds in this one. Lebrov falls, LYON dominating. G2. Another scatter, this one connecting, but the follow-up simply isn't there. Using the Syndra range to try to zone them away, just hoping to clear these waves. 30 seconds left on the Baron. Dokla running in for Broken Blade, making it look personal. He'll hold on to his life, but it costs the wild growth.
Yeah, no Luluwalt means it might be time to go
Flash in, Skewmon trying to make a difference. It doesn't do any damage! Skewmon still running, still holding on. Flash forward from Berserker. Down he goes. Broken Blade final back, healing up off the fountain, but Inspired is unkillable. Saint may have gone too far. Caps looking to fall. The timing has to be perfect, but no, the McHale's is there. LYON moving into the base of G2, not giving them any chance to force a fight on their terms.
But gets right back up there when it matters. And now LYON here trying to close the game. They have the Infernal Soul, the extra damage, and we curse
potential
him!
caster curse. Down he goes.
Grab it out of a hat, though, here, Dracos.
That they would, and they would also need to keep their mid laner alive. His Caps now being ulted. The ace, oh my god, Berserker, legendary.
All right, here comes G2 though. Broken Blade on the punch.
Broken Blade going in. Hansama chunked out. Has to stay out of range of Berserker. Needs to continue to backstep. Ulti there, but it's Saint into the back line. Spinning, shut down. A disaster from Saint. LYON now might need to complete the play, force a greater advantage. Tempered Fate does not connect. Hansama retreating. LYON, do they want to go for the end here?
They're both in
He's
there.
walking mid.
Baron dies
G2
fast.
trying to force.
They might give it.
G2 are gonna do it.
They're just going to take
the
Baron. They've just wandered in. Objective bounty claimed. Playing towards the top side of that river. They'll spot out Doka with a blue trinket. Berserker still standing. Flash in from Skewmon. Inspired still living. In the back line, it's Doka rampaging through and getting right back out. G2 falling apart in the fight. Hansama not enough. That auto from Berserker is disgusting. Realm more forward to ensure Broken Blade has no room to return to his own base. Toppled. G2 have collapsed, and Europe has been gapped by North America. LYON taking their time, making it look damn good as they sweep G2 out of this tournament.
Inspired dancing and waving.
Well and truly rewarded. An incredible performance from LYON.
This team is playing with so much.
People can talk about who they played. We beat 3 #1 seeds from regions to get here. They are now guaranteed top 3 at the tournament. It is all best of 5s. It is 3 sweeps over 3 #1 seeds here from LYON.